Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone this morning? Hope we're all having a good morning. Hope everybody has a great day. It's crazy stuff going on out there past week. But we'll get to that in a minute. So, in tradition, good morning, YouTube. How y'all doing? Well, it's been a pretty crazy week out there this week. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of craziness happening. States shutting down, locking down. Crazy record numbers happening. Don't know why. Not gonna point fingers. Just enough's enough, you know. People do what you're supposed to do, you know, and that's as far as we're gonna go with that. I'm getting tired of being stuck in my house, being locked down. Only upside is that starting in a week, well, next week I work, and then the week after that I'm off again. So we're going 1 week on, 1 week off again. So, which isn't all bad. It allows me to get some things done here that I've been planning for the last week or so. Gives me some time during the warm part of the day to actually get them done, other than just the weekend. So, which is a good thing. The wife and I put up a temporary fence in the backyard. For some reason, like a dingleberry, I forgot to film it, but I just used some of the used pallets I've got, and some of my fence posts, metal fence posts, and set up a temporary fence, at least to keep the neighborhood dogs from roaming down the alley and coming into our backyard. The other night we had quite a commotion out there about, I guess it was about 11:15. Of course, I was already in bed, but didn't stop me from getting up and going out there. Quite the commotion going on, dogs barking, all kinds of racket going on. Take a peek out the back window, and what do I see? I see 2 dogs running around my chicken tractor, barking like crazy and jumping at my chickens. No worries. I mean, I built that chicken tractor. I know what it's capable of withstanding. They couldn't have done any damage to it if they wanted to. I had a lab mix and a pit mix, and they were trying like heck, jumping at my chickens, and I went out there and, typical dad fashion, get on out of here! And I'm not even sure what letter that starts with, but I fussed at them, and they took off running, and they went right back where they came from. Good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning.
And took off down the alley. So we decided the next day that we needed to fence it off, keep stuff from coming in the alley. At least that way they got to come through the front yard, and then there's only really one way in over on the side, and that'll drastically cut down on the possibilities of
Dad.
pups coming in the backyard. So
Dad, maybe
yes, baby.
Maybe we should just put a gate there.
We have a gate there.
No.
Oh, on the side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll fence this side off, and then we'll put one in on the other side by the garage. So I know it's not my property. I'm renting it. But the landlord's been pretty forthcoming in that as long as I let them know what I'm doing, and as long as it's really, for the most part, no cost to them,
Dad, can
they
I see?
pretty much don't care. Yes, baby.
My mom made these awesome smelling candles.
Show them.
Mine is scented. It's my favorite.
What's it smell like?
Mint.
Mint. There you go. Got some soy wax that. So the wife decided yesterday to make a few candles. She made a cinnamon,
banana,
mint, and lemon candles yesterday. So, but unfortunately, I think I have the wrong wicks for the soy.
No, you have the right wicks.
So they don't stay lit real well. But
mine's lit. Mine was lit yesterday.
Smells good. Excuse me.
I like to keep
It's nice this morning. It's about 41 degrees, but it's breezy already. We're supposed to get 15 to 25 mile an hour winds with gusts up to 50 today. So lots of blowing dust and debris. I don't know how much time I'll be spending outside today.
1,000.
It's miserable out there when the wind's blowing, especially when it's kicking up the dust. Gets in your eyes, gets in your nose. It's been windy all week. I know I probably sound a little congested. I am. The wind stirs up my allergies and just gets me. But
The wind sometimes gives me that.
hopefully it won't be too bad as they're expecting. I mean, 50 mile an hour gusts are pretty strong, but I have already made arrangements. Everything's all tied down in the backyard that could possibly blow. The chicken coop lid I'm not worried about. It's too daggum heavy to even mess with. The wife found that out the hard way a couple weeks ago. It slipped out of her hand and landed on her hand.
And it hurt.
Bruised it up pretty good.
And scratched it.
But she's okay. No broken bones, anything like that. So she's doing good. Emma's doing fantastic in the K-12 school. Baby, please. Doing great in the K-12 school. She's really enjoying it. She likes it way better than what she was doing. Maddie is still currently in our public school in the district. Her teacher's really good. I've had lots of one-on-one conversations with her. She works real hard at making sure that everything flows smoothly, and I know it's a lot easier with younger kids because you only have the one class, you know. You don't have multiple classes of multiple kids, and you know. But everybody still has their technical difficulties. So, but she's doing really well with hers, and Maddie's still enjoying it. So we're going to keep her in there a bit longer. See what happens if everything doesn't continue going well. Then we'll move her over. But as of right now, she's staying where she's at. So, excuse me. Everything's been going fairly well here. I know I haven't been putting out any videos lately. To be honest, I've just been wore out. My wife hasn't been sleeping well. I haven't been sleeping well. We're narrowing down the problem, but lack of sleep will definitely knock you down considerably, and that's pretty much what it's done to me. I get home after work and I'm just completely worn out. So not a lot of videoing, and it has been getting dark fairly early. By the time I'm coming home from work at 4:30, it's already starting to get dark. So I'm gonna have to start making use of my weekends and these weeks that I'm off and get some videos up. Probably going to start on some DIY projects. That's the plan anyway. Stuff for Christmas presents and stuff like that. So some of those videos you might not see until until December.
Dad,
yes, baby.
Can I show you my Christmas card I made?
They can see your Christmas card, baby. It's right there. Maddie made that Christmas card. Here, let me bring you in closer so you can see it a little better. There you go. She made a Christmas tree, and it says Christmas. It says make it fun.
No, hello, young, make
oh, hello, young, make fun. So she made that in class the other day, right, Maddie? You made that in class the other day?
When I was done with my art class, I used all my colored paper to make some stuff.
Okay. So, like I said, she's still having fun, and that's a good thing, you know. I mean, it's important when they're young to have fun. Apparently, Luna has found a bone, and she's chewing on it. She keeps dropping it on the floor. That's the clatter you keep hearing. Well, that and Maddie doing her dancing around cheerleader thing. She's got some puffy pom-pom things that her mom made out of tissue paper, and she's been having fun with them. So, but you know, it's good to have fun, right?
Yeah.
It's good to have fun. So
good to have fun and be energetic.
I wish I had some of that energy. But
now you have some.
Other than that, like I said, the weather's been kind of crazy. It's been down in the 30s and only warming up to about 60 for about the last week. So it's been rather cool. This next week it's supposed to warm back up, but then again it's supposed to be cold in the mornings. Tonight it's actually supposed to get down to 28, so usually that means here at the house it'll probably be somewhere between 26 and 28. But then it's supposed to warm up to about 61 tomorrow. So, but then next week we're supposed to get back up into about 70. Baby, please quit. We're supposed to get back up to about 70. Actually to a high next Wednesday of about 78. So shocking, you know. Here it is November and they're talking about 77, 78 degrees. It's just crazy. I'm not used to those strange weather, you know. I'm used to this November. It's supposed to be cold, you know. But like I said, I grew up in the mountains, and I still expect that, even though I know every place I've lived is different. But what are you gonna do, right? So last year in November it was cold. We had a frost in October, and that was pretty much it. It was cold from then on. Not super cold, but it definitely, Maddie, please. It definitely didn't warm up into the much above 50 for a considerable amount of time. So stayed cool, and hi Luna, and it was that way all winter. Now it wasn't, you know, super cold. We usually don't get that until January, February, where it'll drop down below zero. I'm loving on Luna. She came up and pestered me. She's getting big. I can remember when she was so small she could barely get up on the couch. Come on, baby. Come on. And now she's no feet. No feet. Atta girl. Atta girl. Yes. And Now she can pretty much just step up onto the couch. No kisses, no kisses.
She's still a little small.
But she's getting big fast.
She usually
yes, you're getting big fast. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
She usually doesn't get on a really big couch.
She's chewing on everything. I mean, I can't keep enough chew toys for her. She goes through rawhides every few days. She's Maddie. Pick up all your little pieces of paper, so she doesn't eat them. And so she goes through a rawhide about one of the big ones, probably once a week. But if I don't have 2 or 3 of them, pretty much one in every room for her to chew on, she'll find something else to chew on. So we've done so far she hasn't chewed on any of the furniture. She's chewed on a step stool of Maddie's. She's chewed on shoes. She's chewed on clothes. I mean, she grabbed a rag out of the kitchen this morning and tried to run off with it. So, puppies, they don't make any sense. She is 5 months old, and nearly as tall as our chocolate lab now, at 5 months. So, as I've said before, she's Catahoula leopard dog and Anatolian shepherd. So she will get pretty large. Yes.
Never wear socks outside and step on the grass, else your puppy will pee on your foot. It sometimes happens.
No. And you can't wear socks outside here because you'll step in the goat heads. I mean.
When I usually wear socks, I never feel a goat.
And the goat heads are miserable.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of you have had experiences with goat heads. Some people call them sand spurs. We had them up north, especially in Northern California, but they were a different variety and much larger, with spines about an inch to an inch and a half long. It was star thistle. Canadian star thistle, and I know those of you from Canada probably know what I'm talking about. That's where it came from. The Canadian star thistle would get in our hay fields, and of course we'd mow it into our hay, and then trying to buck the hay, you'd end up with those thorns and stuff in your legs and in your hands. Excuse me. And that was just miserable. But the goat heads, they're about like that. They're not real big, but they are just loaded with spines, and they stick in your feet, in your hands, in your pant legs. They just grab hold of anything, and of course, then when you try and brush it off, then it sticks in you. So they'll stick in any kind of soft-soled shoe. And then of course you carry it in the house, and then you step on it later when you're either in your sock feet or barefoot, and they're just plain miserable. So we have decided that we will make sure that when we move from New Mexico, we have checked everything so that nothing has any goat heads in it, because we don't want to take them where we're going. So.
Else we'll just have some more miserable.
Yep, because they are miserable. Foot off of there.
We'll just turn more miserable.
And the star thistle was bad enough, but these things are just plain miserable, because you don't dare walk outside barefoot, not at all, because you will definitely step on some. And if you don't, you got lucky,
Did you know that goat heads can get on sidewalks?
Yes. They come on the pup. They stick in the puppy's feet. Both of our dogs get them in their feet, and then of course they hop back to the house. You got to pull them out of their feet if they can't get them out. And the miserable part is they try and bite it out, and then it gets stuck in their lip, or and then you got to get it off their lip. But like I said, they're miserable. They're miserable. We have two varieties here. We have the ones that most people call sand spurs that grow very low to the ground, almost as a ground cover, and then we have the ones that come up like foxtails up on weeds, and they'll sit there on the top, and the top will just be big and bushy with just a big loaded top all the way around with them, and they're miserable. But so hopefully we can get somewhere where there aren't any of those miserable daggum things. Nothing worse than waking up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and walking up the hallway and stepping on one of them daggum things when you're half asleep. You're not half asleep for very long, let me tell you. But today we're gonna finish. Today we're gonna finish. Did you find one? Speaking of goat heads, pull it out.
It hurts.
We're probably gonna go out in the garden this morning, finish up our cleanup work. We've done a lot of cleanup in the garden, pulled a lot of stuff out. Bring it here. Put it in my hand. This is a little one. Don't know that you can see that spine there. Those are the
couch.
Those are the ones that
I found one on the couch
that get stuck. Oh, there we go.
I found
You can
one
see the spine up against my thumb there. Yep, here. Go throw them. Here. Go throw them in the trash for me.
No.
And like I said, they're miserable. Gonna finish cleaning up the garden. Hopefully, I'll remember to take the camera out today and tape a little bit, so you can see what's going on out there. We've pulled down a couple of the trellises, cleaning up the plants, pulling plants. Pretty much everything's dead. I have it looks like I have one broccoli that survived, and I have some kale, and that's about it. So it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it. I guess I'm not going to have a fall garden, but that's okay. That's okay. This year has been so crazy that honestly, the fall garden would probably end up being covered most of the time because the weather's been crazy. I mean, like I said, tonight it's supposed to get down to 28, and then all next week it's supposed to be 40s and 70s. So who knows? Who knows? If I'd known it was going to be 40s and 70s, then I'd have planted more. If I'd have known the weather was going to be so crazy, then I would have just gone ahead and built the greenhouse. But unfortunately I didn't. Again, you live and you learn. Come on, Luna. Good girl.
Let her out because she had to potty.
So, okay. Good girl. Anyway, it's been pretty crazy. It's been a crazy year, I know, for everybody. No, baby. No. She wants to get in my lap. Again, puppy.
Puppy walk.
I know it's been a crazy year for all of us, especially for those of us that are still working outside the home. For those that work on their homestead full time, I wish I was you. It'd be a little easier. This craziness of working away from home and all the regulations and the craziness and good morning, Pete. How are you this morning? Everything that's been going on is just it's nuts. It's crazy that we can't seem to get a handle on what's going on. We can't seem to to slow this thing down. I mean, I know what the base problem is. The base problem is people ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Wearing masks, and not just wearing masks, but my biggest pet peeve, wearing masks properly over your nose and your mouth, not down here, not hanging under your chin, but covering your nose and your mouth. Yes, I know it fogs up your glasses. I wear glasses most of the time. And I know it's a pain in the butt, you know, but it's a necessary pain in the butt. We have got to slow this thing down, people. We have got to slow it down, or this thing is just going to devastate this country. Look what it's done. Look what it's done to us already. I mean, 10 million cases. I never thought we'd hit that number. I really didn't. In the last 7 days, nearly 1 million cases. 7 days, people. 7. 1 week, 1 million people. That's insanity. That's insanity. Wear your masks. Wash your hands. Wear any other protective equipment you've got. Stay home if you can. Be safe.
Be forever
Be safe. Keep your family safe. Keep the people around you safe. And for God's sakes, if you've got it, stay home. Don't go out and give it to somebody else.
Stay home and get the medication.
I mean, go to the hospital. Do something. But don't go out spreading it. You know, I mean, I know not all cases are able to be spread. I know you can be positive and not have symptoms. I know you can be positive and not be contagious. Well, baby.
If you got the corona, go to the hospital and also wear the mask while you're going.
That's right.
So you don't spread all the germs to other people.
From a 6-year-old. Be safe out there. Keep yourself safe. Keep your family safe. If you go out, please don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. Wear your protective gear. Wash your hands. Use your hand sanitizer. You know, don't walk through the supermarket and touch every single thing in the store. You know, if you're going to buy it, pick it up, put it in your cart. You know, I mean, let's keep this as close as possible. You know, we don't need to spread it to everybody, and that's what's happening. You know, 1 million cases, 7 days, people. That's insanity, complete insanity. And I know there's those of you that are the non-believers. People, this is real. You know. These people haven't died from just some, nothing. You know, these people have died due to complications from this crazy thing. And some of them directly from it. But I know there's been a lot of underlying health conditions and stuff like that. But you know what? Yeah, there are. Everybody's got them. But if this thing's going to exacerbate those conditions to the point where you die, then for God's sakes, stay safe. Wear your protective gear. Wear it. Keep yourself safe. Keep other people safe. Don't spread this thing. And that's back down off my soapbox. That's all I got to say on the matter. You know, I love all of you. We've got a great community here, and we need to continue to spread this word that people need to stay safe. But that's about all I've got for this morning. Thank you for stopping by and seeing me this morning. Thank you for your comments, and I hope everybody has an amazing day, has a blessed day. Stay safe out there. No dough. No problem. Just grow. God bless y'all. We appreciate y'all. And goodbye.